All right, as our Spyrothon community, we are officially have our first Spyro Year of the Dragon run right here with the 108 category by Jeremythompson with fellow commentator Waffle.
Good.
All right. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you today. I'm Jeremythompson. Jeremy or JT to my friends. I'm joined by speedrun guru, wafflewizard1. You can call me
Yeah.
Mr. Thompson, Waffle.
Okay, Mr. Thompson. Got it.
Thank you. All right. I will do a countdown from 5, and then we'll get right into
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So I think before anything, we need to get some context on what the game is. So sometime before October 10th, 2000, that's when this game was released, the Sorceress begins to confront her mortality. Begins with a gray scale. She looks in the mirror and realizes her face, her body that she once turned heads with is it's begun to wither, and her confidence is in shambles at her feet. And so she orders Bianca to visit a forgotten realm to spirit away all the dragon eggs that are there, 150 of them. And we just have to find them, and we don't care about 1/3 of them. They can do what they're going to do. The sorceress wants the dragons because they are an ingredient. Their wings are an ingredient for her immortality potion.
If you think about it, it's kind of like Frieza from Dragon Ball. But
Yeah.
I won't go on that spiel.
No, true. Just like Frieza.
Anyway, what you saw Jeremy go for there, and you'll be seeing a lot of those during the run, are called proxies. In this specific case, this is a dead body proxy, but you'll be seeing, I'm pretty sure, you'll be seeing a squeeze animation and a dead body proxy throughout the run.
Yeah, usually I would death abuse actually, but I forgot. I like showing off dead body proxies. I guess it's good just not to get into a place where I'm resetting. So,
Yeah, just reset during this run. There it is.
So basically what a dead body proxy is there are certain objects in the game, including the corpses of a lot of enemies, that you can charge through but you can't glide through, and you can also charge jump, square and X, press X while still holding charge, and you get a 1-frame glide. If you do that 1-frame glide while you're inside of an object that you're not supposed to be inside of, then...
Wait, what?
I'm not doing waterfall in a marathon, don't worry. Then you get ejected from the object, and usually you want to get height off the object. That's the intent, because if you get height,
Yeah.
you can get skips.
Because in all the levels, well, actually that's more for any percent, but in all the levels, if you want to skip to the end, since the level's designed in a circle, you can just get a proxy at the start and get to the end.
Yeah. Area portals, which is like what I meant is an area, side area. How you get into them, you go into a black area portal. It has a bunch of stars and stuff like that. And they're a lot bigger than they should be, really. A lot bigger than they appear to be usually. And so you go in the back right there and touch the wall, and it just leads through. Get a nice skip to the end of level.
And that actually is the case with the final boss, but we won't be seeing at this run, because the whole point of the category is to not do the final skip, where you can just helmet proxy into Sorceress.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have Jeremy, we have a question from a viewer.
All
Is
right.
Jeremy a god of Spyro or no? Personally, no. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The call
guy
is an
sucks.
agreement that he is not. I was told to prioritize swag over speed in this run, and so there's something you can do at the end of this challenge where you just jump up for like a frame and pause, and you preserve the momentum coming out of the area. But you can do cooler stuff, interacting with the enemy that has the winged rhino. So I'm going to do that instead to get the skin. Just looks cooler. It is cooler. A little bit slower, but it'll all be worth it. Do you want to explain what an MSC is, Waffle, and how it differs from a dead body proxy?
I think I know what it is. So basically, as opposed to getting speed off a hitbox, with this, we're actually gonna get the enemy's attack, which normally keeps you level at ground. We're gonna get it to pull us really fast upwards because we're gonna go below where, like that. We're gonna go below the ground, and the attack is gonna pull us back up. And it's not technically a proxy because we're not using a hitbox or anything. And yeah, instead we're using what's shortened to MSC, which is a momentary speed conservation. Momentum?
Momentary
know.
conservation. You got it.
Yeah, that's the one. Gold star.
So like I
That's
mentioned,
fine.
there are 150 eggs in the game. 146 of them are available before the Sorceress fight. And so there are 46 of them that we don't do, that we could do. And they're just slow. That's why we don't do them. Or in some cases, just very difficult. Would you like to explain Whirlwind Bypass and Swimming in general right here?
Sure. So with this Whirlwind Bypass, what Jeremy's doing is, because he is pressing a combination of buttons which makes him do a very big jump, with his fly, he actually goes over the boundary where it cuts him off, and he still has the height to be able to go around and then get swimming air. And the way I like to explain swimming air is, if say you have a glass of water, right? And you have a piece of paper on top of the glass of water. If you touch that anywhere on that piece of paper, you'll get put into swim state, right? So normally, the game will let you only go into the glass. But since the piece of paper overhangs and goes around into like places you're not meant to be, you can just touch that and then you're not bound to the glass. You can just go wherever you like in the level. And that's used a few times, and it's a very swag glitch.
Good analogy.
Thank you.
This level route, actually, you wouldn't expect it to be one of the ones that's pretty variable, but it's actually switched 3 times in the last 5 years. Back and forth to how we handle the second and third eggs. What we currently do is we clear this final room while we're waiting for the second guy to get to this spot, and we leave a couple of enemies to make that a little more efficient. So usually I would try to end on a mushroom hut, but in this case I'm leaving that last pickaxe Rhinoc, leaving this moose, and then coming back to this guy with the line they make. It saves about a second compared to just doing it normally. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting. All of the side characters have escorts that are based on checkpoints that you have to fulfill. Can't really skip them. And so I have to kill the pickaxe Rhinocs. I have to kill the moose. And that's that. There are also certain like non-kill based checkpoints that have to be fulfilled.
It's
like
crazy
going through a
that
doorway.
it looks slower. I don't know how it's a second faster. It looks so much slower. You know what I mean? There's just so much walking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Crafty. So if you noticed, this level right here, it says a big 10 on the level, and I just opened it up and now there's nothing. There are a lot of levels that are locked for a while. Usually you don't have to do anything explicit to open them, they just open naturally whenever you have enough eggs. With the critter levels and with Molten Crater and Seashore Shore, they stay closed until you do something. With the critter levels like Sheila, that something is paying Moneybags 300 gems. We don't want to do that. He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. Yeah. You can trust us on this. Waffle and I are both very familiar with Moneybags.
We know his history.
Yeah. And so we don't pay him. Fortunately, levels that are stored, or levels that are locked, are stored directly beneath where they would be if they were unlocked and still fully active. So we just have to touch them, and then we're in. Can you explain why I death abused on the egg and what an animation proxy is?
Yeah. So, death abusing can be useful. In this case, it's because if we go and grab that egg and then die, we get to go back to spawn really quickly. It's like instantly, basically. And then that also lines us up to get a proxy into the side level. What kind of proxy? An animation proxy, where instead of getting speed off of a hitbox, like a dead body, we're actually going to get the animation to launch us up just because of how the hitbox changes with the animation. Which is slightly different to a dead body where we're going, instead of going inside the hitbox, we're getting pushed upwards by it changing. Was that good, Sir Jeremy?
That was good. That was so good, Waffle. This call's so wholesome right now. I will try to point out any alterations that have been made recently. So the Sheila one was one recently, just being within like the 2 years. Anything in the last 2 years that's changed in this category, and that's not a whole lot. Spyro 3 in general for the skips categories has been a little bit dry in terms of what's been found, what hasn't been found. Because there hasn't been a lot that's been found in the last 2 years. This route was theorized by Ansem, and we used to go get Jason under the dock, come back, proxy, and see what we could do with that proxy, try to get to the Sheila area. Now, we don't do that. We just try to proxy immediately. And it's about a second faster optimally.
Sorry, Ansem. Not sorry.
And theoretically also much easier, because the other route required 2 proxies, one of them being very high. This one requires 1 proxy of medium height, so it's like half as hard when it comes down to it.
We had a dragon egg. Your tunnel is chock full of Rhinox and floating mines. The only way to retrieve that egg is to defeat every single Rhinox in the tunnel.
Waffle said that he prepared a couple knock-knock jokes for such
No,
occasions.
you can't put this on me.
And he did.
There are
He
no
actually...
jokes. This is not a joke stream. This is really serious.
Okay. Yeah, he told me this one-liner. He actually he said, "Why can't Hunter submit to speedrun.com?" And the answer he gave me is because Hunter is a cheetah. That's what he said.
I can't stand you.
Yeah. He also, regarding this route, I showed him this when we were prepping for this commentary, because clearly this commentary is super prepped for. We've been studying, memorizing lines, all that stuff. And so I showed him this route as one of the things that he needed to study a little bit. And he said, sheesh, that shit's bussin'. That's what he said to me. And he said, you should call this sheesh el shore, like sheesh el shore instead. And so
you're getting booed. You need to stop.
No.
You're gonna get kicked off.
I'm not getting booed. I'm just recounting what happened in our conversation yesterday. And I'm not supporting it. I'm not condoning it. I'm just relaying the information. So for Ansem, if you're there, if you ever watch this, then your route's been named for you. It's that. I don't even want to repeat it anymore. I'm embarrassed to have repeated what Waffle told me yesterday in a call.
Shut up, Ansem. Yeah, you're funny. That was all fabricated. Dude, they're booing at your joke. That was your joke, and they said get off the stage. Do you see that?
No. You guys don't.
You're trying to test the waters. That was your joke, and they are booing.
No. You don't understand.
I can't believe this.
I can understand, because it's kind of like a highbrow joke, you know? Like, it's one of those jokes where, guys, it's because cheetah is like cheater. And, yeah, so there's some wordplay going on there.
I'm
going to go for this proxy. Usually I don't go for this. It saves almost no time. I missed it. So it didn't save any time. Classic. All right. Just like that.
Decent.
We're done with Sunrise. Decent. We're done with Sunrise. Buzz is people say, this is a common misconception, by the way. People say, oh, Buzz, he didn't do anything wrong. He was just a rabbit. He was not just a rabbit, actually. Do you know this lore, Waffle? Do you know this?
Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me think about the cutscenes. No, he was just a rabbit, right? And then he got turned into a...
No.
Or was it a Rhinoc?
No. He was a Rhinoc who got turned into a rabbit and then got turned into Buzz. So all of you saying, oh man, he's just a rabbit, what are you doing to him? It was Bianca's fault. You're a horrible, horrible person. All of you that are saying that. Yeah. He wasn't just a rabbit. He was a Rhinoc.
That is a Rhinoc.
Yeah.
Some people.
Yeah, I just can't believe people these days.
I didn't watch the cutscenes. That's so cringe. Also, thank you for the raid, Bucci.
Thank you, Bucci.
Any mods? Shout out. Also, I should explain Buzz, in case people don't know what happened there. Buzz is broken because he is programmed to not run off the edge. So if you just stand on the edge, he just stops. And then you can prematurely attack him. And makes the fight a lot quicker and easier. So much easier.
Yeah, it's funny, when I was testing glitchless, I got something I had never gotten before that was just poor programming, which was I literally tried to play Buzz legit, and he got stuck on the edge of the arena spinning, fully invincible, and I had to die to reset the fight. It was so
He's
fucked.
scuffed. He goes in the lava sometimes too.
Yeah, he does. All right.
What are we doing in this home world? First of all.
First of all, we're getting the Potts egg. So we get Bridge Swim. Bridge Swim is another like variant of Swim in Air. Usually, like with Whirlwind Bypass, you get out of bounds. There's a two-dimensional plane of water. You hit the side, you're not contained. With Bridge Swim, you use Spyro's swimming, like his floating animation, to like literally clip out of the bridge. The bottom of the bridge is not non-collision. It is collidable. It is interactable. So you clip out while you're getting to swim. It's all timing and cycle based. I mentioned during Sheila that the critter levels are all escort missions, and Sergeant Bird is the most intricate and interesting escort mission available in the game, actually. So many optional checkpoints, so many, like, there are doubled up checkpoints, there are necessary checkpoints. It actually has a lot of depth to it, and it changes based on which category you're doing, because there are adaptive difficulty differences as well. And so every enemy I kill serves a purpose, and those purposes usually are checkpoints. This one right here, that's for convenience, but every other enemy I kill is based on a checkpoint that I need to fulfill.
So, I've kept
I didn't know there was adaptive difficulty. What changes are that?
In 100 Egg, there's an extra enemy in front of the door that's attached to the checkpoint system.
Oh. I mean, I knew that. I was just testing you.
I passed. Flying colors.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, if you guys think my jokes are bad, this is not even fabricated.
Oh,
Because, like, an honest admission, because I'm all about honesty. There was some fabrication earlier in this commentary. Waffle told me a knock-knock joke right before we went on air. And it was, knock knock, who's there? Wire. Wire who? Waffle, would you like to finish that joke?
And I said respectfully to him, why are you still not in my phone's contact list?
That was the joke, though.
How romantic. Also, sorry, we are trolling. Brando asked if there is any movement tech for Bird. And yes, there is. The whole time we are holding left and right strafe, which allows us to get strafe in any direction we want. Oh, strafe speed in any direction, which is way easier to control and way faster.
So this is one of those blink and you miss it moments where I go around the wrong way of the tree trunk after I get this end of level egg. It's actually an enemy manipulation on the alligator where if I don't do that, the alligator won't be positioned the way I want it to. So I go to the right of this tree. And then the alligators line up for me to proxy them again.
Let's see if you hit it. Oh, just. Nice.
Did you miss Jeremy telling Waffle's origin story? So here's the origin story that I heard. I don't know if you could correct me if I'm wrong, Waffle, about this origin story. But I heard that you were playing Minecraft and you really, like, you wanted to stream on Twitch. You heard about it from your friends in elementary school and you wanted to stream on Twitch. But while you knew how to build a house in Minecraft, you didn't know how to build a community with something that was so widely streamed. And so you said, I need to put my stamp on it. And so you thought the way that you can do that is you could build a niche.
Nice bud.
Thank you. You can build a niche based on being a magician. Or I guess, sorry, an illusionist, right? Waffle likes being called an illusionist.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't enough though to carve out his own niche with being an illusionist. He needed a little bit more than that. And he said, I've seen people pull rabbits out of hats before. I'm going to pull a waffle out of a hat. I'm going to cut a waffle in half. I'm going to make a waffle disappear. And so he did that. He had like people sign waffles, put them back in an Eggo box. And then he materialized their waffle. And hence the name wafflewizard1. At some point, he realized he's like, that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about Purple Dragon games and Justin Bieber, and so he switched to what he currently does.
No, I'll tell you the actual origin story. I was so bad at English, and then all the way until middle school, I learned about alliteration, and then I changed my name to 2 W's. How good is that?
There you go.
That's a complex name.
Waffle's just a really big fan of World War One. That's all it comes down to.
Oh, yeah. Nerf always does that. Can't
does
stand
it?
that guy.
Yeah, Nerf. Who's that, by the way?
Oh yeah, I actually don't know. I just
Nerf.
forgot who he was.
Yeah, never heard of him. What's the lore behind the Jeremythompson? Waffle actually has some insight into this lore. Do you want to just go ahead? You tell that story better than me.
Do I? Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What lore is that?
The lore about my username, how I got it.
Oh no, I don't think I know that.
Oh, you don't?
Is that not your real name?
No, it's not. It's not my real name.
Well, what the hell?
Yeah.
Guys, this is oh sorry, by the way. Because we're still trolling. That was another death abuse. And there's something special about this jump. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Oh God.
Hold on.
You're so toxic. You're so toxic.
Okay, that jump is actually kind of difficult, and it is just makeable, and it skips basically half the level, which we use at any percent too. Very cool jump. We use the Zoe checkpoint, and then the death abuse to spawn back there and go for that jump. It's very
actually
brain routing.
There's some swag there. I forgot to. One of the things that's changed recently, as in like a year and a half, maybe a year ago it changed, is that we used to do this thief after Sergeant Bird. And moving it after Enchanted Towers actually saves a full second. Just a routing mistake that we had made for years and years.
1 second. There it is.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
Bam.
big for that much of a, like it's nothing. It's equally difficult in terms of not being difficult. Icy Peak is a level with a lot of gymnastics. I'm gonna go for the other MSC, just because it's not faster in this category, but it's cool. If I die going for the wall skip, I cannot go for this anymore. That's the only issue with it. So I have to hit the wall skip first try.
Surely. You're good at this. Oh, dude. It's so free.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
All right.
That was, oh nice, just enough height.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I need these anyway. So
yeah, I forgot. I was like, wow, you just really did that.
yeah, I'm a little low on life, so I'm gonna go grab that skill point. We have a flame charge jump. These thieves act very strangely if you get them out of order. Where I can teleport this yellow thief back to me, just by holding the camera. And then there's a cool magic stair strat. Magic. Made 3 seconds
Whoa.
disappear. There's a cool magic stair strat that you can do if you just hold it's up and right. You hold that and then charge jump at the correct time, and you get 3 magic stairs in a row. Saves like a second and a half. It's pretty cool. What Waffle hit on earlier with Enchanted Towers is there are certain things regarding like level architecture that are meant to be enticing, where the developers wanted something to be just barely out of reach, and usually what that meant is that it's just barely within reach. So there are a lot of jumps like that in Enchanted and Icy Peak, and then beyond that you can do stuff like wall glide flopping up. Yeah.
God, first try. That's
First
rare.
try. Yeah. Yeah, it's never happened to me before in the last week. Never in my whole life in the last week.
Reese. See that golden eggshell? Anyone know about that? That's some lore.
Yeah, we're not going to explain it at all. But we're just wondering if people know about that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna explain it. I'm just wondering if you know. Dude, second boss fight. Oh, not technically, but you know, second boss fight.
This boss is the most obvious example of the adaptive difficulty changing between like any percent and 100 egg, where there's a very complicated adaptive difficulty system in the game, very intricate, that relies on a certain value going up or down based on which eggs you get. The developers deem certain eggs to be hard eggs and certain eggs to be easy eggs. The easy ones don't do anything. The hard eggs, like they reduce the value by like 10 or something like that. Once the value is low enough, then you get put on a more difficult setting.
Yeah, it is very intricate. And could you believe that the devs thought in Sunrise Spring, getting the egg at the end of the cave was a hard egg?
That one's
What
tough.
were they thinking?
I spent like 2 hours trying to get that when I was younger, and I never figured. I looked it up on Wikipedia if that existed in 2000, which it probably didn't. My story's falling apart. I'm poking holes in my own story right now. There's a 1.0, 1.1 difference about where you spawn with the egg. On 1.1, you always spawn in the middle and you can't control Spyro. On 1.0, you spawn on the edge. And you can control Spyro based on where you spawn around the egg. And where you spawn around the egg is based on the angle Spike dies at. You know how it goes.
Yeah, you know.
All right, we're gonna go for the cool strat in Lost Fleet. Not the cool level skip. Yeah, there's a cool strat. It's about equivalent if I do it well. I won't do it well, so it'll be slower. But it's cooler. And so we'll do it. It's the cool strat. First of all, there's an enemy boost. There's a misconception occasionally that any skip is a proxy. Not true. Proxy is a very specific type of interaction. We hit this Zoe and die. That way Crazy Ed believes, oh, he's gotten to this point in the level. Well, I should be here too. And so that's why we do that. It's the only escort that's very breakable here. And then beyond this, here's the cool skip that's going to happen right now. This is very cycle-based, so it could take a little bit, meaning like hopefully within the first couple tries.
I know what you're doing.
Alright, right here. Oh,
There you go.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Thanks for your belief in me, though.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to hit this invincibility one more time. So we're doing the cool way, the swimming way. And what's cool about this is that we need zombie at the end of this level. And this gives us pretty much an instant zombie when we want it.
Chad.
Okay. Alright, hold on. We're going to do this. We're going to do this.
That wasn't zombie, guys. Sorry, he's misinforming. Nice. So what zombie is when you are about to die, you're on Zero Sparks and you touch acid. When you're about to die, if you pause on the frame you die, you can still exit. And what happens is you get stuck in whatever state you exit level in, right? So when we exit Lost Fleet, when we exit that, we get put into water, right? And we're gonna be stuck in water state. If Jeremy got zombie in like Molten Crater and exited, you'll be stuck in land state and the water, you won't be affected by water or anything. It's a very strange state.
This is something that changed recently too, is in like, oops, come on. Give me Stubby, thank you. It's just one of those things that went totally untested for years. I remember watching a Saboom stream in 2014 where it was like, yeah, sometimes when you skip the egg, you clip back in, sometimes you don't. And then like a year ago, and this is after I've even run 100 egg for like 4 or 5 years at this point. A year ago, I was like, well, it shouldn't be random, right? It shouldn't be random. And so I tested it, and it's not random. You pause at a specific part of his animation, and you always don't clip back in. And it saves a second and a half over just waiting for the egg. It's really nice like that. Being in zombie is inconvenience in Bentley because you have to manually teleport Bartholomew to his points, similar to how you teleport the Yellow Thief and Icy Thief. The seal cycles in the background are manipulable with my camera. Kind of like Buzz, if we're drawing comparisons. Kind of like Buzz, if something's not on camera, it just won't happen. Kind of like his firewall attack. So you can suspend these cycles by pulling them off camera, pulling the seals off camera.
Which
other
was
thing that's
intentional. Like
Yeah,
the devs did say, like they didn't want stuff off screen to just be hitting you and stuff.
True. Oh, I should. You know what? I'm missing
world
opportunities,
record.
right? I know.
Oh.
I just a moment too late. We didn't cover this when Waffle and I were prepping in a call for 4 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were too busy taking notes on how we were going to explain what a spin jump is. All that 4 hours. There's something you can do at the end of Bentley because you can't pause out. That's one of the effects of being in zombie. You can't use the start button really. And so you can do this auto walk task, the 117 task, if you've seen that, it uses. It's frame perfect. I just started going for it. And I won't get it.
We'll get it.
Yeah, did not get it. But theoretically, if I were to pivot, center the camera, frame perfectly, then Bentley begins walking. Instead of giving that little stutter and then making me wait for a second, he begins walking early. Like Waffle mentioned, this is a ground state now, and I can't swim. And so here we go. We have to do a spin jump into frozen waters. Yeah,
that was
water
crazy.
Does not exist. No one was expecting that. Just insane. This road's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. But now we gotta do boxing, which could be cool.
I want everybody in chat right now to guess what my boxing is going to be. I'll give you a hint in terms of range. Usually it's going to be between 30 and 40. Bad boxings are going to be in the high 20s, and good boxings are going to be in the low 40s. What do you guess, Waffle?
I already guessed 30.
30? Okay, I'm going to guess it's going to be 39.76 on the nose.
39.76. Okay. Okay. Jeremy actually only plays this category for boxing. He really loves the Rocky movies. And it's actually the reason why he got into Spyro speedrunning. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. All right, Waffle. You win this round.
I do win, yeah. And we don't do round 2 anymore. That got put out. That's cringe. Right?
That was never in.
You're lying to me.
I'm not. No, I've never done boxing 2 in 100 egg round.
Oh yeah, that's alright.
I was trying. That would have been cool, wouldn't it have been, Waffle?
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's fine.
There's a proxy that a runner named Ruby found where you can just kind of freeze them and proxy up. That was the intent. Charm Bridge is a scary level, and I don't have any extra lives, so it's going to continue to be a scary level in this run. I will admit that if I am about to die in this level, I'm just going to give myself lives. And everyone's just going to pretend like it did not happen, because I just can't have that being on my like reputation list of things that I've done. I can't cheat in a marathon. But basically, the intent of all the game overs, the intent of all the game overs is to, or the intent of all the death abuses rather, is to game over at some point, intentionally, and that point is in Fireworks Factory, and it changes the evening route completely. But optimally, you don't want to game over in Charm Bridge unintentionally. It's not really fast or anything like that.
It mainly comes down to the last proxy, which is really risky. You will see it.
Oh yeah, the last proxy is super risky and definitely the problem.
That's there's nowhere else you can really mess up.
Yeah, I
Just
feel
the
like
last proxy.
I go as far as to say I have never messed up anywhere else in Charmed Ridge. It's one of those things you just get to that point in the run and you're like, oh man, I have to do that last proxy.
Yeah. Wow, Sienna. You would have died there, bro. Have you lost a run to that guy?
No, I haven't, fortunately. Alright, I went for a frog proxy. You'll see a similar type of proxy in Crystal Islands off a turtle. It saves 5 seconds. It's actually a pretty big one. It's also something I put in recently. I think like last year I put it in. It's in my current PB, but not in my previous PB. Oh, you know what I can do here, Waffle? Just you watch. Just you watch.
I'm watching.
Yeah, continue.
Yes, sir. No, I can't. That's such a bad bit. Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I've seen the Insomniac stream.
No, you haven't.
No way. See ya. Yeah, we can actually just get him to get into the cage.
Yeah, we trap him. And then we take this from over his shoulder instead.
He walks into the wall. He's so rude, not looking at the egg.
Yeah. That egg, he did him dirty at some point in a previous life. He's like, you know what? Talk to the hand. So he says to that egg. Oh no, okay.
Here's the proxy.
Thanks for picking that one up.
Oh.
Just, hey guys, it's about to hit this proxy. Watch.
Everyone's attention, he will hit it.
I'm gonna try a glide here as well. It's frame perfect too. Alright, cool. It saves pretty much no time when you're not in zombie, but it looks cool. By the way, this person right here, she doesn't have an animation. The princess, look at that. No animation.
She's scary. And she's missing an eye.
Yeah.
Wait, that's all of evening, right?
That's all of evening.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, in record time. I'm not, wait, it's not all of evening. There's still fireworks. She tricked me.
Oh. How did you forget?
It's 100% your fault.
And the whale.
Yeah, the whale's supposed to, I'm supposed to get that after Charmed Ridge.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
That one's on Waffle, I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Alright, now this great level.
Yeah.
Not the best level. Icy Peak's best level. This is second best level. He's gonna get this proxy.
I can't believe I just hit that in a marathon. We're gonna try
this
again.
proxy is actually really hard. Like, this is like one of the top hardest proxies, especially in 80%, where your run will basically rely on getting that. That's like, and the whole end game of 80% is so cursed. You have Firefly, and then you have Scorch, and then you have Sorceress. It's
yeah, I feel like the end game of this category is even more what would you say, cursed? Worse.
Yeah, cursed.
So much worse. Oh no, this is not gonna.
That's gonna make it.
No.
Oh shit.
All right, we can show this off though. Look at all this spike.
Oh,
First of all,
spoon jumps.
First of all, look, this has no texture right here. No texture at all. Crazy stuff.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Look at how fast that was.
That's so fast.
Sorry, I'm on delay. I've still got delay, okay? You can't blame me.
Waffles, I think, like, I've done a lot of marathons, and I've done a couple of them co-commentated, and I've got to say, you're the most toxic co-commentator I've ever had.
You suck. No, he'll get it this time. I'm just calling it. But yeah, Saboom actually did this, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It's not actually fast. Actually, okay, here's a fun story. it wasn't actually faster, so Boom still did it in any percent. And then Nerf and I were going through in 2018 trying to find optimizations, and we figured out that coming from noodles after you miss Firefly, it is a half second faster if you have extremely good movement. And so we were actually here. Well, this is all swag right here. All swag right here. Hold on.
Wow, that was good RNG.
Thank you.
That proxy is RNG, by the way.
No,
I
it's all
think.
skill. No, it's all skill.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This is tricky here. What he's doing is he's stopping the enemies at a certain point where he gets enough distance on that bomb throw to damage boost him up there. It is really tricky though.
No, it's not. This is an embarrassing fireworks factory. Among fireworks factories, I've had my share. Let me tell you, of embarrassing fireworks factories. This takes the cake so far. This might be my low point in my speedrunning career. I'm glad that everyone here is a witness. Are you serious? Oh my god.
Just go through the level.
Now, one more try.
Okay, one more.
I'm creating a one of those like underdog stories right now. I'm trying to paint the picture of a runner who's down on his luck, really trying to get good at Spyro.
People are making fun of him.
You know
Chat
what it is
flooded
actually?
with people making fun of you. No, actually, I was lying.
It's so the way that I had to set up this call, I'm on my alt Discord account right now. My alt sucks at Spyro, apparently. That's got to be it.
I think that's it.
It looks like the sorceress. Hey.
I was about to say, now we're done with fireworks. But
Don't try.
Dude, I stopped myself.
Would you like to explain this?
Sure. So with Agent 9, although this varies from his levels, what happens is if you hold one of the strafe buttons and then spam the other one and do some like funky movement on the D-pad, not in this level but in the other ones, you will go so quick. You just get some incredible speed. It's so fun to watch. And I think the task for 117 does this whole section in like, what was it, like 15 seconds or something?
Very quick.
Something silly. You can also, if you get the frame perfect pause coming into this, you can play as Spyro. It's kind of crazy.
That was one actually. This is some. Oh, okay. So this is some deep Spyro lore right now. Spyro speedrunning lore. This discovery was directly connected to Theater Escape discovery in Spyro 2. Grant found both of them. He found them both around the same time. He was just looking for text that he could escape. So I think this one was found first, and then Theater Escape was found using similar methods of like recognizing, you know what? He moves for a frame. Maybe we can do something useful with that frame. For those who don't know, Theater Escape in Spyro 2 was the original way to get into theater. Or I guess Coaster Escape, rather, is the correct term. And you get the theater abilities. Alright, so Scorch, it's a frustrating one because it's such a tough fight. I feel like, for the most part, you go into runs and you're like, oh, I just gotta get this Scorch. It's just so difficult. I need to manipulate these red rockets out. And it just doesn't happen.
Sorry, I'll inject the code real quick.
Thank you.
You'll get red now.
Yeah. So there are two things you can do when you get green. One of them is you can shoot the green right back at Bentley. Usually he learns. He's like, you know what, I don't want to get hit by a rocket anymore. And so he throws a red one out. That's one thing that you can do. If you really are frustrated with him over a longer period of time, then after your run, you go back in to Frozen Altars, you beat Boxing 1, you beat Boxing 2, and then you take the second player controller and just beat the crap out of Bentley with the other Yeti. And that also works, teaches him a good lesson.
Yeah, it lasts for a while too.
Yeah, it's a couple days, last time I checked. I mean, I haven't seen the code in a while, but pretty good, it's pretty nice.
That was a great Scorch.
Yeah, I'll be honest. There were like 2 or 3 hits there where I was talking instead of even paying any attention whatsoever. So I didn't even like. There's a double hit I could have gone for after I got my reds. And I just forgot.
The boss fight was intended to have like the green rockets were intended to do double damage, but they somehow forgot. I don't know. They
Yeah.
also forgot to line up music tracks with like 3 of the songs, 3 of the levels. So I don't know what the devs are doing.
Spyro, I know you.
All right. How risky should we be in Crystal Islands in terms of cool stuff we could do versus crashing the game?
You have 50. Oh wait, hold on. You have 11 minutes to be to hit your estimate. So
I feel like what you're suggesting is that I do it. I feel
I'm
like it's worth
suggesting
it.
you do it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. So the first part of this is hitting Beaver. So I'm going to hit Beaver first. It's going to take a couple tries. This is actually one of my favorite levels in terms of when it goes well. There's a route that Nerf found a long time ago. Okay.
Nice. Was that not high enough?
No, it's good.
That proxy's
All
hard.
So we're going to try the cool thing. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Some bad stuff could happen. And so I'll save. That's what I'll do. I'll be sure to save.
I see. I didn't think we were doing that cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we get this at least. That's cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We'll even do the cool glide right here. Do the cool glide. Look at this.
Whoa.
Yeah, very cool. So we're gonna grab this egg, and then we're gonna save. And then we're gonna hope. It's pretty much what happens. So we first of all we make a save file really quick. Yeah, this is all skill. So yeah, there's a slight concern for something happening here. That's why I'm saving. If we're lucky, it just works out.
It's so funny. Phoenix is like, so we're behind estimate. You know, the timetable, we're a bit behind schedule. And we're out here.
This is just the optimal way to get the last 2 eggs. It's the only way you can really get them. Otherwise, you just can't get them. They're ungettable.
Why does it not look broken? Wait. Is your game not bugging?
No, it's gotta be bugging. Come on, bug.
It looks normal.
Does it?
Wait. What?
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. That was
my god.
New discovery.
Yeah.
They patched it.
Unfortunate. Alright, I guess we're just getting him like this.
At least we saved the game.
Yeah, so I did think it looked a little bit strange because man, this is throwing me off. I didn't get true dark mode. I could see a little bit. And yeah, and I guess I just made it so it wasn't unstable. Unfortunately.
I've never seen that though.
Yeah, you guys missed out. But the game is saved, and now we have bad loading screens for the rest of the run. Would you like to explain Desert Ruins? Because it's changed very recently, Waffle.
Yeah. Some really intelligent people went in there and found a new strat, which saves 8 seconds. Can you believe that? 8 seconds in a new trick.
Wait, hold on. 8 seconds?
8.
Wow.
So this trick actually makes Shark like important to do fast, and like you kind of have to do it. I'll explain the trick, I guess, but what's changed is that afterwards, me and Jeremy found a new proxy, and it sends you so high, you can literally just clip out the roof, and it stops you from having to go around. It's massive, and it looks good. You will see it. It's like, it's weird. It's something to do with iframes. You don't have to be like invincible to get it, but iframes help. And it's pretty free.
The sharks, when you enter the side area, are on cycles, and so you can, just if you're familiar with where they go, it's not too bad to do that challenge. I messed up one. Pretty easy backup though. This is the
Let's see it.
aforementioned trick. Yeah, let's see it.
Wow. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's that easy. I think actually since I I put this into my route 2 days ago, and I'm literally in practice and runs, I'm like 12 for 12 on it. Saves 8 seconds. It's just such a nice trick and such a, I think, unexpected RTA strat. We were expecting to find something when we looked and we realized that the roof was non-collision.
Also, you're on blue spark, so you're gonna go for...
Yeah, I'll go for one.
Proxy.
I'll go for one at
Yeah.
the end.
Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
So,
There's an interesting like half-second time save you can do in Sheila. I don't usually go for it because it's frame perfect. I'll go for it until I'm on 0 sparks, I suppose. Oops. I was gonna miss that jump, so I had to bail out of it. So I'll go for it on this last guy a couple times if I need to. There's no death abuses over it. There you go.
nice. Simple as that.
Simple as.
Yep.
So we have, I mean, technically 2 more optimal death abuses in the run. I'm only going to go for one of them because I don't like the Desert Ruins or the Haunted Tomb route. And it's only 1 second faster. It's like significantly harder and 1 second faster. And I'm going to miss this one.
That was
Fun
intentional.
fact, that egg shares a name with the first goat in Sheila's Alp.
Oh,
Just in
you're
case you guys
right.
are wondering about that.
Wow.
Yeah. We used to use a door skip here. I might still have to. It depends on if I hit this proxy or not. It's a dead body proxy. The mummy's not dead. Well, I guess he is. Right?
Wait, what?
Mummies are just dead. So regardless
yeah.
of if yeah. So I mean, we'll get it on a technicality. That one's still a dead body proxy. But in terms of why it works, it is the reasons of a dead body proxy. Just the hitbox like that. So I could death abuse on the slide egg, and then I would do tanks afterward, and then do a jackal proxy up to the last egg. Instead, we'll go for a mummy proxy here, second mummy proxy. And then tanks last instead. I tend to use a lot of lob shots with tank. I see a lot of people use straight shots, but I find lob shots to be a lot more, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? They're flexible. You can shoot the lob shot, and then after you already press the shoot button, you can move it. Oops, sorry. What's this guy's? Let's figure this one out.
And also, fun fact, Lobshot is literally Jeremy's middle name. One of them.
Yeah, that is. That's the lore. One of them, by the way. So this is actually an interesting thing I've talked about before. If you have 2 middle names, you don't have any middle names. And people with 2 middle names, they're the kind of people that they brag about it. Like in the same way that somebody's like, oh, I have perfect pitch. Like they're like, I have 2 middle names. So just tell them. Like deadpan them and say, you know what, actually, if you
Who
have 4
asked?
names,
Oh.
yeah, you have 0 middle names actually, and just watch their face fall. You ruin everything about who they are.
That's the whole personality trait.
Yeah.
This is going pretty good.
Yeah, it's all the lob shots.
Yeah, that is so true. Jeremy won't go over an hour. Wait. Nah, we're chilling.
If this doesn't go over an hour, man, I don't think it will actually. But dude, this run was something. Should I go for cart proxy? Is that what I should do?
What, instead of the axle?
Yeah, cart's cooler.
It is cooler.
Should I go into the side area? You know which one?
No, I don't think we have the time for that. Who
Post the
wants
one
to
in
see
chat
the
if
secret
you-
side
yeah.
area?
One in chat if you want to see a secret in Dino Mines.
Guys, one in chat. Or a 0 if you hate fun.
All right, do we have enough ones?
There's so many ones.
That looks like
my-
enough ones. All right,
Let's
I will
pray
not
on this cart,
disappoint.
Proxy. You won't. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is like 80%, no, like 99% consistency.
You need to stop with your. Okay.
Nice.
It wasn't looking good for a second. Hold on, I need to do this first.
Hey, fun fact about that poster. Do you know it, Jeremy?
I do know it. Yeah, that is some guy on the poster.
Just some guy.
Yeah, I was told the name at some point. I don't remember.
Dan.
Yeah,
I
just
think.
Dan. That's Dan.
That's one of the devs.
That's Daniel
Isn't it?
Davidson.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I actually watched that video like a week ago and I already forgot.
Yeah. They put a mustache on him. Looks good on him too. All right. So I think I'm gonna do this with a Swimminer. I think that's the coolest
Yeah.
way to go about doing it. And so I'll go grab that egg and then come back and get that. Like, it's a very unique Swimminer actually. It's kind of cool to show off. Where normally you're like escaping a water plane or a water basin, a water trigger, whatever you want to call it. Normally you're escaping that, but in this case you're just being saved while you're still in swim state. And therefore, when you death abuse into swim state.
Yeah. Like, she tries to zap you when you're normally going to be above air, but if you just quickly duck back down, like that, she saves you while you're swimming. And therefore, when you respawn in the area you should be, you know, in ground state, you're just in swim state. Silly Zoe.
I totally can't remember where this is. Oh, hold on. Never mind. It's over there.
Wow.
I got
Yeah,
turned
I
around.
forgot.
Yeah, my routing. I do this actually every single run. Well, I don't have
There's
a
actually an
49
egg in
yet.
here.
Yeah. All right, we got that one.
Whoa. How cool was that? How did you exit that? Is there...
There's just, yeah, in the middle, there's an area portal.
I didn't know that. All right, 100 eggs. That is enough to open the portal to the Sorceress.
You know, I don't think I'm going over an hour either. I can see the stream right now. I think this is going to be a
Yeah.
less. This is a win.
is a few seconds
Although
under.
my estimate was a 56, so even so. All right, so the Sorceress is a very intricate fight. Basically predict cannons, and then there's a lot of stuff after that. But right now I know that the cannon that's directly above me is going to drop. And it's the fast one. That's good. It's a 60% chance.
Triangulating. Yep, calculating. Nice.
Yes. Oh, and not to like, that's actually tough to do. Getting a double hit with the fireball coming out at you. And okay, no, I'm happy with this fight. This was nice. There was some difficult execution that went into that. Oh, crap.
Oh, you're fine. GG.
GG. Sub 1 hour finally. Wow, I've been gunning for that time for a while now, actually.
Yeah.
It's crazy
That's
that
100 egg, dude.
Yeah, that actually would have been a really good run if not for Sunny Villa, Seashell Shore, Bamboo Terrace,
Crystal Islands.
Enchanted Towers, Fireworks Factory,
Yeah.
Crystal Islands. Yeah, you know, it would have been a really good run. Would
That's
have been
not
a 49.
much. That was only a couple mistakes.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, just a hair's margin.
It's a hair margin, you say? GG's.
Thank you.
GG.
Great to see. Any little last minute shout outs from the community you need to say?
Shout out to Waffle and shout out to Nerfrit.
I respect.
Sounds good. Very strong run. As a SRT3 runner, seeing 100 egg done in OG, it blows my mind what y'all do compared to us.
Yeah, well, thank you. I look forward to seeing the SRT run as well, because I haven't seen a Spyro 3 SRT in probably a couple years, actually.
It definitely has a lot of changes, so everyone definitely needs to stay around for it. But with that, guys, we have another Disney transition for y'all. I'm gonna hint that it's from our very own Tia, so I'm excited to see it. But with that, I want to thank you again, Dale Man, for this run. Very solid. And we will see y'all when we get around. Bye.
Oh, hey, I'm Tia, and this is Spyrothon.